Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life Season 2, episode 142. and last episode, let me just deal with the start of game hunger. Last episode we started working on, massive great railroad project, used an awful lot of steel and made a tunnel through here. Now it still needs some work, and I've proven that I cannot drive trains, so yeah, that's the thing. Especially coming down this slope, man, it just came down like it was coming down like a bat out of hell. And some of you will recall that I have been grumbling that we haven't got a buffer block. Now currently, if you put any block down, including bedrock, the train will just drive straight through it, smashing the blocks, and just generally being obnoxious, and that's not good. So I kind of thought, well, let me have a look at the configuration settings, because configuration settings often have solutions in them. And what happens if I go in here? Oh, I actually get to walk on it, and oh, okay, it is actually all solid. There you have configuration, and I found in there, and I found a break blocks setting. So I turned it off and tested it in creative, and sure enough, if you put that off, the locomotive doesn't actually break blocks when it impacts with them. It just goes straight through them and ignores them completely. Now, while that's not ideal for something, say, like this at the railhead here, it at least means it's not smashing through all of my hard building works. So, starting off today, what we are going to do is we are going to make a buffer. That's the idea anyway. No, I don't need that. I need to go in here, and we're going to grab you and you and you, and that we should be all right with all of that. So let's get this into chisel and bits mode for starters. So always a little bit of chisels and bits always goes down well. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be a couple? Yeah, 3, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2. 1, 2. Almost. 1, 2. So if we start off with something like this, and then what I would like to do is get a very definite, and for that I'm going to have to get a little bit, you should be in silk touch mode. You are, that's fine then. Oh, of course I need to get it out there, you think. But, we probably should sleep a little bit as well, because I can see the stars are coming out. So, yeah, let's just, not quite there yet, but, so while that's doing, so what we're going to have is, we've got here, I want to take some of this, and we'll back the whole thing down, and then we're going to take a bit like that. I'm going to come out 1, 2. Do I want to do it there or lower down? I think lower down. Probably should sleep now. Boop. And this pattern then should in theory be something we can use for all of the railheads, and at least it'll look reasonable for future blocks rather than just having a bit of road at the end there. So we're going to take you out 2, 3. How many did I give myself? 6. Oops. 4. 5. And then we're going to grab some of this. Boop. And we're going to come out here like so. This may be too low, I don't know, but we will work it out. Now, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I want to thicken this up here and go like so. Because obviously you wouldn't have a flimsy little thing like that being the difference between you crashing and not. Well, I presume you wouldn't anyway. Boop, get a little bit of that going, like so, and then like that. I don't dislike that, that's alright, and then I want a little bit of you, because these things are always like piston-y affairs, so what I want to do is just give that a... So it's not kind of the kind of pushing, there's obviously some kind of air piston or something mechanical in there that you know, somebody else better than this kind of stuff would understand. I don't need to. I'm just kind of trying to emulate this in Minecraft. So we've got a whole load of that, and then we can come down here, and from here we're going to come out like this, and then I'm just going to come a nice ziggy zag all the way down. Now I know this is flimsy, it's not anywhere close to, you know, the kind of robust thing that you may find in a real railway, but doesn't matter. Because, well, it just doesn't matter. Right, let me just pop a block of that there, and we should be able to see how much we are out by. And that will be it, I think. It's a little bit flimsy, isn't it? That's the only problem with it. Still, let's not dismiss it out of hand. Let's put you in placement mode and stick another one there, and then we'll copy that, put it into placement mode, stick another one there. Yeah, very flimsy, I know, we'll live. Stick you back there. That can go in there, and that can go back there. Now, question, can I place these? I can. So we've got a little bit of lighting going on at the top, and then finally we need to make this a little bit more resilient, I think. Hang on. Let me just kind of do something like this. It'll do. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it does the job, and that's pretty much what you hope for when you so a lot of the time when you're just trying to get something that kind of works. Right, so we've got a little barrier there, and if I were to go and grab my hand cart, you will see, let me we are just going to go straight through. But at least it doesn't break. And that is the main thing. Of course, the hunger thing is still a bug. It has been reported, and hopefully I haven't seen any indication to say it's been fixed yet, but we'll live. Right, so what do I want to do today? Well, a couple of things. One is I'm going to need to take a little bit of gravel with me. And we're going to head over to the tunnel for starters. I need to do something about the entrances, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do about them yet. But they're too flimsy, and well, at least they are. As far as I'm concerned, they're too flimsy. So from here, I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here. Right, we're back into chisels and bits. Boop. Again, chisel, bits, bags, and that just in case. And we shall come in here, and we're going to start off with a simple 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. So, if you've ever been in a train tunnel, you shouldn't have been. They're dangerous. You will find that they sometimes have these little, what's the word? Nooks carved in them. And the idea is, so if a train comes past, you can squeeze and hide yourself right back when you're working in the train tunnels. It's a fairly simple thing, you know. There's nothing overly exciting about it at all, really. It's just a little nook, and they repeat at intervals throughout the tunnels. Because obviously, you know, if you're working in a tunnel, you don't want. Oops, no, undo. You don't want to be standing out like that. Now, that really doesn't look like much. It needs a little something, and I think it does need to go back a little bit further as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still there. It needs something around the edge, though. It needs to be differentiated. Yeah, defenestrated. No. What should we go with? What have I got in chisels and bits already? Nothing really. I suppose we got nothing really in that bag. Have we got anything in this bag that kind of works? Chisel basalt. Let's have a look at this. So if I were to, I don't know, take out that. Yes, I could frame it in basalt. That might work. Let me have a little fiddle, and I shall be back in a moment. All right, I've got the thing. I'm just repeating it, and I wanted to see what it looked like when we're not looking at the world through the brightness of night vision. That definitely is making. I don't know why. Oh, because there's a torch on the other side, isn't there? I know why that's the case. Did I miss that one? Maybe I did. I'll come back to it. So yeah, these are scattered every 10 blocks, and they're alternating at different points. Definitely don't want that though. That's gotta go. So what we'll do is we'll find out where that torch is, and we'll put a block behind just to get that sorted. Similarly, this one. Am I out of basalt? I don't think so. No, just misclicked. And that, yeah, we'll get these ones so they're not lit from behind, because you know, oops, that's a thing we don't want. And let me just go and very quickly grab that one again. Let me head down here and find that one I missed. There you go. And then we just need some blockage of some description. Let me go for that, and then we'll head over here and work out what's what. Oh yeah, I see. Not a problem. We can sort that one very easily just by filling this in, and then we can place the various blocks back. And yeah, I think that it's kind of giving it a little bit of atmosphere. I shall I'm going to get these done very quickly while I've got the night vision off, because obviously I can quite clearly see whatever's going on back here. Let me just come back and make sure. I think that's just going to be a very quick, and then yeah, get that done, and then we've got some more work to vary this up a little bit more still. It is, however, getting on towards night time, so I shall quickly sleep and I'll be back with you in a mo. Alright, so that's the entrance to this side of the tunnel. We need to do the other side. Put a keystone in, it doesn't match, I really don't care. It works. What I do want to do is just run, well, for starters, I want to grab out my build box, because I've got a few bits and pieces in there, and the first thing I want out of there is this, and I just want to run down here, taking the odd block out. Not too many. I've got, I don't know how many I've got actually. Let me just 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let me go, because once I've got 64, then I know that I've used up all my spare blocks for the mossy. I don't have a huge amount of mossy cobble, so yeah, just making it stretch out a little bit. We'll throw a few other blocks in just to make some variety, and then we'll chisel some of these to cracked to get in there. So this is just going to take a hot moment. We'll do that, then we'll bring the chisel in and we'll bring that like that. As I say, we'll put a few variation blocks in as well. Yeah, let me get this done and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, the last thing I want to do with well, not the last thing, there's a little bit more, but I varied up some of the stones. I put a bit of cobble in, put a bit of gravel. I've got both ends of the tunnel done. I need to pack out the dirt on the other side of the retaining walls, and I obviously need to come back down the top here and chisel up some more of these blocks. I'm just doing the ones I can reach right now, and then we shall bring the last bit of chisels and bits into this, and we'll call it good, I think. Well, there's a couple of other minor things I want to do around the edges as well, but for the most part I am happy with this. Just bat around with the chisel, just the ones that will get you the blocks you need. We don't need to go mad. And that should be varied randomly enough to things. Now at the moment we've got that, I'm going to block this out so it's a definite tunnel going into the hillside, making it that little bit more solid, I suppose is the word. Okay, so now we've got that, the last thing I want to do is I want to go in and take out the odd, not too many, because again it'll look stupid if we take out far too much brick, but you know, we can just break up some of the brickwork, because the tunnels are never 100%, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, perfect. They're always a little bit damaged. This is the kind of trick a lot of people will do with stair blocks in normal stone, and it will just give us a little bit more atmosphere. I'm going to throw a few cobwebs in just, you know, the odd place, but and then we just need to bush up around the entrances a bit, I think, and we should be about there. But let me quickly get this done, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, so we've got the tunnels in, we've got that going on. I will take the helmet off to get a good proper view of this later. I have got a whole bunch of stuff to play with, not least of which first some saplings, just to pop a few in around here, just to break this up, because there's an awful lot of grass and, you know, the likes. Don't know whether that will grow there or not. It should do, because it's an ironwood, so it's fairly tall. Don't want a huge amount of trees around the area, but you know, just a little bit like that, and then we can grab you and those. And what I would like to do is just bush up these areas a wee bit. Yeah. Keep on forgetting this flight isn't indefinite. So we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way and walk. And I have got a little bit of pretty leaves just for good measure. Can I get up here? Yeah, I can. So we can, for example, pop a little bit of that in for good measure. Maybe even a little bit down here. So that kind of breaks up that monotony a wee bit. We'll do the same at the other side with some of that lot. I have also, of course, got bone meal just to get the old plant cover back in the area, because, you know, I've destroyed quite a bit of it. And some of this is, you know, just fresh virgin ground, so it's not even seen her. And of course we can get a little bit of this going. We've got a selection of flowers. I'll just grab a few of those for now. And again, these shouldn't get destroyed by the train going through, because we've turned destroy blocks off. Let's have a look. How does that feel? It feels quite good. Let me just put that away, get my helmet off, let the obviously still need to do the other side, and let's have a look what that looks like now. Not sure whether I've overdone it with the cobwebs, but I don't think I have. I think that works. Let me get a screenshot. Not sure how long I've been recording. I'm not sure how long this episode has taken so far, but yeah, this definitely feels Ooh, we've got an issue here. Hang on, that's easily fixed. One of these blocks, no, is letting light through. It's either that one or that one. And guess which one it is? That one. Sorted. Right, let me just throw that on the ground and pick it back up again. So we need to do the similar around this end just to make the entrance a little bit more leafified, and then we'll come back and we'll see what we do next. So I'll see you in a mo. Yep, there we go. That's that. I'm happy with that. The next thing, obviously, railroad wise, well, a couple of things. One is to continue that out this way to make the station. Probably come straight out and then around here and off this way to guess. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to pan out. And there's still the engine shed. I definitely still need to do a big AFK session to make steel. We've got a reasonable amount of steel. It is coming out of the system, even because obviously we're building while we're doing this. But I just need to empty my build chest, my build box, and again I'll be back in this and see how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a second. And the answer is long was to time. That has actually worked out nicely. Next episode, probably going to make a start on the engine shed. And I need to get clay, of which I'm going to grab a whole bunch. Let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're basically going to cook a whole load of bricks, and I'm going to definitely at the end of this episode I'm going to stick myself somewhere and have a little AFK session so the steel can grow, and I may turn the Guardian farm on and do some stuff with that while we're at it, but for the time being we're just going to set all of that lot cooking in the okay, fine, that's not a problem in there. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.